A body in a car trunk, a tattoo that connects a victim to her killer, and a courtroom so packed journalists had to enter a lottery just to get a seat. This week, the world got its first real look inside the murder case against rising singer D4vd, real name David Anthony Burke, accused of killing 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. What prosecutors showed the judge was so graphic, even the girl's own parents weren't fully prepared for it. Let's rewind. September 2025. A Tesla sits in a Hollywood tow yard, registered to David Anthony Burke, the artist known to millions as D4vd. Inside the trunk, the decomposed body of a 14-year-old girl. Her name, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Burke, now 21, was arrested and charged with her murder and sexual abuse. He has pleaded not guilty on both counts. But this week's preliminary hearing wasn't about a verdict. It was about whether prosecutors have enough evidence to send this case to a full jury trial. And what they presented left the courtroom stunned. Picture this: a small downtown LA courtroom, packed long before the hearing even began. Journalists, YouTubers, TikTok creators, all fighting for one of the limited public seats. Then silence. The chatter stopped the moment Burke was brought in, wearing an orange jail uniform, shackled at the wrists and ankles. His handcuffs came off, but he stayed chained to his chair for the entire hearing, and his demeanor almost eerily composed. He briefly smiled at his defense team, then quietly told the judge, "Good morning, Your Honor." "Yes, Your Honor." That calm didn't last, because the moment Detective Byers took the stand, the entire atmosphere in that room shifted. Detective Byers described opening a cadaver bag inside that car and finding a torso and a head. Underneath, a second bag containing severed limbs. He told the court Celeste's body had decomposed so badly her face was no longer recognizable. Then came the paper trail. Investigators say purchases were delivered to Burke's address under an alias after Celeste's death. Chainsaws, body bags, a shovel, an inflatable pool. Prosecutors allege these items were used to dismember and conceal her body. And then the detail that tied it all together: matching tattoos. Prosecutors showed the judge a photograph of a "sh" tattoo on Celeste's right index finger and an identical one on Burke's, along with a red ink tattoo reading Celeste on his left ring finger. They also showed a photo of a hand where the ring and little fingers had been cut off. Family attorney Patrick Steenfeld later told the BBC just how disturbing it was inside that room. You could not tell it was a head. It was absolutely deplorable. So why would prosecutors say this happened? Their allegation is chilling. They claim Burke stabbed Celeste, then dismembered her body with a chainsaw to conceal a killing that came after years of alleged sexual abuse. Prosecutors allege he killed her because she threatened to expose that abuse, and in doing so, destroy his multi-million-dollar music career. For Celeste's parents, sitting just feet away, this was the first time they'd heard these details laid out in full. Their attorney said it plainly. This is the first time they've heard this evidence in detail, and they're horrified. Before each graphic image was shown, prosecutor Beth Silverman reportedly turned to Celeste's parents each time, warning them, checking if they wanted to look away. At one point, her mother, Mercedes, put her head down and started crying, but she'd already made her choice about being there at all. "I want to be here to show support for Celeste." This preliminary hearing is expected to run several more days, with prosecutors calling additional witnesses as they try to convince the judge this case should go to a full jury trial. Burke remains behind bars, not guilty by his plea, but guilty by the evidence. That's for a jury to decide.